So let's go back to Napoleon. Napoleon was going to sort things out, and one of the things that happened was when he invaded Russia on his way there, he ran into Bismarck, and Bismarck gave him a good battle, but the Germans lost.
Mm.
And one of the reasons they lost was because of the printing press. You see, his leaders, his soldiers, his officers, they all had their own opinions.
Mm.
See, and it was hard to control the army. So Bismarck decided after this humiliating loss to Napoleon that he was going to change the educational system
Mm.
in his country, and he got some help from all sorts of people to do that, and they developed a public system of public education which kept the people ignorant and only taught them what they wanted to know and sufficiently gave them sufficient knowledge to become good citizens, okay, but not independent thinkers, because independence is what lost the war against Napoleon. So this began an educational impetus that the Catholics said, hey, this is a good idea. The
Mm.
Jesuits say, hey, this is a great idea. And you see, Napoleon had freed the Jesuits. They had already been thrown out of every kingdom in Europe
Mm.
and abroad. They've been thrown out of Japan. They've been thrown out of China. Every place where they go, they get thrown out of because they're nefarious bastards, is what they are. And they're a cult. They're a pure satanic cult, and they have their roots all the way back to what you call this place, Isfahan. Is that in
That's
Afghanistan?
fine. Yes, yes.
Yeah, and
In
that
Iran,
that
yes.
route that route goes back to Tibet. You
Mm.
see, and there are other routes there, but what the Jesuits want to do is after Napoleon became a Muslim, and then they brought him down. Napoleon restored the Jesuits, put them back in power in Rome, and the Jesuits then were working already with the Illuminati, the Adam Weishaupt and the Jews from Frankfurt, and the big financiers in Holland and London and whatnot. And so they were working together, and they just said, "Hey, we can't let Napoleon Islamize anything. He's now Napoleon, Abdullah somebody or something. I've forgotten what his name was, but he took a Muslim name, and he wanted to restore justice to everybody. Okay,
Mm.
but it's not something you can do without